Hi guys, this is Shahida Majumdar from New Look Salon and Spa. Today I'm going to do a full face makeup with deep blue smoky eye. I hope you guys like it. If you like it, please give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel please. I already did the foundation for my half face so that it expedite our recording, and I'm going to do this part exactly the way I did this part. So first I'm going to use the Prep and Prime from MAC, and whenever you do the foundation, remember one thing, your primer should be very good, as if you're giving a mini facial to your face. So the more better way you put the foundation, the better result you get with your foundation application. After that, I'm going to use the Kevyn the full coverage. It's a completely full coverage foundation. I'm going to use that, and all the number and whatever I'm using is going to be listed below on the channel. After that, I will list everything, what the brush, everything, whatever I'm using to achieve this look, I am going to list it below. As I said that I did the other part, so this is the part I'm doing. I'm just stepping it, not stretching the product. I'm trying to push it towards to my pores, towards to my skin. It's a very beautiful foundation. It's completely full coverage, so whatever flaws you have in your skin, everybody has. Very lucky you will be, you don't have any flaws. So it's actually covers up pretty much everything. For me, it covers everything. So whatever left over on my brush, I will just do it on my neck. If I'm doing a lower neck dress, then I'll be going up to here, depending. But this is just for the video, so I'm doing up to here. This is the foundation look like. It's a small container, but it goes long way. After that, I'm gonna use the concealer under eyes. The thing is, this foundation is very thick and very much full coverage, so I don't need any extra concealer. So basically I will be using the same one, but in a very little under my eyes again. Sometimes I skip this part if I don't need it, but just for the protocol I'm showing that. And feel free to use your finger if you think that it's not going towards to your skin. And the brush you're supposed to use for this concealer, this will be 287 from MAC, something like this, because the bristles of this brush is perfect to push this product underneath your eyes. Then we are going to set the foundation with the powder, and when you are setting it, you have to understand that we have to use 3 color of powder. The reason, since this is one color, now we are going to do the contouring, and we want to highlight this part, we want to highlight this part, we want to break this part, we want to hide this double chin. So one color of powder is not going to do the work. So what we're going to do after the contouring, I'm going to show you how to brighten up this part, how to cover this contouring zone with what color powder. So that will actually easy for you guys amateurs or whoever is a makeup artist, will transformation will be very good and easy. So at this point I'm gonna do the contouring and then the highlighting, and I'm using LA Girl Pro Concealer, and this has already built a brush, so I kind of like to squeeze a little bit on my hand so that the application is easy for me. Saturate the brush and make a fine line. When you do this one, take out from your corner to your ears, go almost like your laughter line, but go little thicker this way, and then Slowly, gradually make it a invisible line, almost like fine line. And if you run out the product, take it, it is in your hand. I'm completely in love with this product. It's so playable, so easy to apply. And then remember the brush we used for the foundation. I'm going to use that brush and try to just blend it very softly. I don't want to like displace this by using all over. Wherever I need it, I'm going to use there only, like so. I have long facial hair, so if you have hair like that, you don't do like that, because the hair is gonna take out the color. So the way hair is growing, go that way. Okay. This one, when you do the foreheads, try to take the contouring color towards to your roots, your hair follicles. That will give you like an oval shape. And of course for this area we cannot use this big brush, so I will be using a finer brush, which is MAC 239, like this. And or you can use any softer finer brush because it's a small place. At this point it's looking a little funny, but when you do a proper blending, it's gonna look nice. Always remember, anything you feel that you cannot reach the consistency or the way you want to see your makeup with the brush, it's okay to use your fingers, but make sure you keep on cleaning your finger, so that next time when you touch your face, your finger is totally clean. Now I'm going to highlight the part. This is also from Allegra, and this is exactly the way I took the contouring color. I will be taking a little bit, push a little bit. It's too much, but it's okay. Just push a little hard. So, and then try to make a very, very straight line. No matter what shape is your nose, no matter if it is a crooked, it's too sharp, too bulky, but always, this is a universal way to do it. Make it straight. At this point, I'm not gonna do this part because, as I said, my concealer foundation was a very thick foundation. I don't need to really conceal that part because it's covered very well. I'm going to use another fresh brush, same number, and just blend this part. Everybody has their own way to do that. Some people does the highlighting part first and contouring second. It's okay as long as your out result is perfect. That's all important. So we are good here. Now we are gonna set it with the pressed powder. The first powder I'm using, this is from Makeup Forever. It's a colorless powder. It's a super matte, and this one I'm gonna use just to set my under eye, and I'm using the brush 227. This is the lighter area I'm doing. This actually absorbing my oil and setting my product what I put previously. And you can use colored one also, but depending if you're using the colored one, if your skin need that. But I'm very happy with my foundation, so I don't want to lose that color. See, I'm leaving that darker part for the darker powder. I got my facial hairs. At this point I'm just putting the powder, not blending or not doing anything, because all these things I'll be doing after my eyeshadow, eyebrows, because by that time the powder is, so-called the oil. Okay. So for the darker area, I'm using NC45 from MAC Studio Effects, so that I don't lose my contouring color. Again, I'm just pressing it, not trying to blend it. So now we have dark and very light, but we need an in-between color to hug another two colors. So I'm gonna use MAC, I believe it's 190, and this is C4. This is one of my favorite color. I don't know, I'm just offset with the Studio Fix C4. So we're gonna put it in between, and then we're gonna blend it. Okay, pretty much this is it. For blending, I'm using the same brush, the one I use for foundation. It's like this. It's a little bit longer version, and this time I'm gonna use the lighter one first. Okay, at this point again I'm going to put a little bit of dusty powder, the colorless one, just to cover my under eye area, because if there is any fallout when I brush it out, it's going to help me not to touch my skin. So this is just as a precaution. Now I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I already did my left part, left side eyebrows, and now I'm gonna do the right one. And I'm using Anastasia Beverly Hill Brow Oils, and this is medium brown. And sometimes I do use the MAC one also. This is also one of my favorite. This has got also brush, and this is a little thicker, but this one is highly controllable because it's so thin, this one, and the brush is really helpful to really separate your hair. This side I already did off the camera. No matter what product I use for my eyebrows, at the end of the finishing I use one item which is my very favorite. I just love it. This is NYX. It's an eyebrow marker. For some reason I find it very precise, and I like to have those lines in between. It's a sharp, like an eyeliner brush, but they have colors, so it just makes eyebrow look so natural. My eyebrow has a lot of scabs, so sometimes the powder looks too much harsh on that places, but with this pen I can really create those, like, you know, straight lines for the hair, as if these are all my hair. I can really make it illusion of this product. It's a very brilliant idea. By the way, I kind of like most of the products from NYX. One of my, it's not very highly expensive, very reasonable. And when I am done with all makeup, I will be finishing it up with this gel from Anastasia Beverly. This is also a unique product. So now let's start the eye. Not always you get the, say like you're going to do a green eyeshadow, you need the primer base, but if I sometimes use this trick, instead of primer I will like today's my color is this color, blue, my dress color. So what I'm gonna do, instead of primer I'm gonna use this pencil because it's a creamy based pencil, and it's gonna help me to stick my shadow. It's just I do it. I don't know some other people does it or not, but that's what I do when I do a specific one color. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just all over my eyes. I don't have to go for any rules or regulation, just spread this color so that when I'm gonna do the eyeshadow, it will help me to adhese it very easily. By the way, what is this pencil? It's from Rimeel. Sorry, I have a throat problem. So now we are gonna use the transaction color, which will be at this point I'm using this palette is from MAC. So I believe I'm gonna use Canberry for my in between color. I'm using a pencil brush. It's good to stretch your skin if it is possible. If you're not very sure that you can create that line, you can use tape or you can use a shadow shield. this will make your life easy. But I've been doing makeup for so many years. Sometimes I can really create perfect line both sides. I don't need the help of those. But you know, if I'm doing for a model or something, sometimes if I'm doing at a time 3-4 makeup, I do take the help so that I don't if I have a mistake, I don't have to really go crazy and to, you know, fix those mistakes. Now pretty much all the brushes I'm using from MAC 219 pencil brush. Wherever I change the brush, I will mention. This one is wow, this one is Femi. By the way, guys, when I make my palettes, if you can see in the camera, I write small stickers so that it's easier for me, and if anybody asks me, I can immediately answer that question. And so now this is the palette I'm using. I always keep the number. So I'll be using in the corner Deep Truth, and in the middle Divine Blue, and in the corner, just to make it a little depth, I will be using the Black Tide. So these are the colors, as I will definitely write down underneath the description box. So first we're gonna dip the Deep Truth and using the 239 brush. And again, I'm just dabbing it, not stretching. But if you want a very silvery look, like you will prefer to have a little bit of a shiny look or a satin type of look, you can always stretch it. There is no bad thing about it. Like, say, I'm just going to show it. For say, like I was just doing dabbing. Now if I stretch it, see the texture changes a little bit different. You see that? So at this point I don't want too much shine for this look, so I'm just kind of dabbing it. And this brush is super soft. By the way, it's not that you always have to use the MAC brush. This same design, same texture brush, Morphe also makes amazing brushes, same design, same shape. If you want, you can get from Morphe. It's very reasonable price. And now I'm going to use the deeper blue in the corner. See, it's not at all fallout because of I think that pencil. If I'm playing with one color, I usually use that cream pencil. But if I don't have the same color pencils, what I'm gonna do, I definitely is gonna use the under eye base, which is from MAC. Most of the time I use that MAC Pro Paint and Soft Ochre, some other color also. As I make the videos, different product I'm gonna use, so that you have versatility, you get to know the all product. Not all videos should be on the same product, same way. So inshallah, the next video now I'm using the black one, sorry, and I'm taking the black color just on the edge of my brush, just to give a depth. But I don't want to lose my beautiful midnight blue tone also, but just to give it, especially I have a little bit poofy eye, big eye, so that actually gives a very dramatic look and romantic look. Dragging a little bit on the corner. So pretty much I think we are good here. I hope I'm not hiding my face with another mirror. Sometimes it's so difficult if you don't really take the mirror to determine whether you're doing it straight or not. Okay. With that black one, I'm just trying to press it a little bit on my socket, just to pretend that, you know, one color is coming out from the another color. It doesn't look a separation. If you want, you can go up to here to but I have big eye. It's just paranoids me to go that far, so I'm gonna stick up to my eyebrow corner. But some people like it very far from your eyebrows. Those look also, I'll do it next video. Now we are gonna just apply a little bit of mascara to make it look. The mascara I am using is from Lan Come, and my favorite one is Dried Up. Sorry, that's from NYX again. But for the lower one, I'm gonna use the next one. I'll show you guys. It's so cute. This is the tiniest mascara for lower lash. It's so cute. Look at the brush. How can you be wrong with this? So you kind of, I don't see any mistake even amateur can do with this cute pie. Okay. And when you need to blend the nose contouring, you can use another brush. Just while I'm doing it, I just recall, I will show you guys. So remember the transaction color I used. I will be using this brush, which is 286, like this. This one. This is unique for blending, so I will be using this one just to blend it a little bit. This little stroke makes a difference in the blank eyes. At this moment, probably you don't realize, or we don't realize that it was not necessary, but it is. This is small strokes makes the makeup look unique. Okay, now the eyeliner. So there's million choice in the market for eyeliner. Everybody has their own favorite one. Everybody has their own way to do it. So basically in the beginning, what I do, from many years, when you do something, it's very hard for you to just suddenly change it, but I usually make myself a guideline with like this. And the liquid eyeliner, what it does, just think it hypothetically. Suppose you have a powder layer here where I'm putting, we have powder, right? So once I put the liquid, the powder is drinking the liquid and making my next stroke a little bit easier, because we definitely want black. And by doing that, what I do, I just put this one, am I making sense? Just this liquid liner here, so that next step when I do, I have already a base created, so that I don't lose my eyeliner color. This is from Almay. This one I only use as far as my base. And of course I will create a kind of a guideline, how far will be my wings goes. Okay. After that, I can feel that it's liquid and it's drinking my eyeshadow. After that, I'm gonna use this one is Senna. I love it. This has a very pointy look, so I'm gonna create my pointy look like this. I hope you guys can see it. Now we are going to use the black to blackest eyeliner gel, which is from Inglot. It's number 77. It's look like this. It dries very fast, so some people has complained, but I have my own tricks. I don't open this cover all the way. I keep open up to here so that air doesn't pass too much. It's not that I can't afford it or it's about the money. It's just that it makes our life easier. When it's too dry, it's very uncomfortable to apply. So you can take it in your hand, but make sure you make a round ball so that the air doesn't pass. So wherever you're going to use, you take it this way, because you have to make your brush sharply like this. If you spread it all over your hand, so that by the time you apply one eye, the other side is going to dry. So you kind of do like this, and go on top of that liquid one you apply. At this point, I'm sure you're confident because your guideline is right there. So you feel a little bit of dry, take the product, when you come to make the wings, make sure you have enough product and make sure you keep the track of the brush. The brush should not feel dry on your eye. Then your finishing of the wings is not gonna come accurate or the way you like to see them. See, it's the brush is a little bit spreaded, so what I'm doing, I'm making it like this. I'm rolling it and making it sharp, very sharp, so that my wings are not fat but very distinct. Now you can look at yourself in the mirror. You think it's too thin, you think it's too thick, you can always rectify it, but I think it will help you guys to follow this trick. I teach you that guideline, and if you're a pro, you can do whatever, but even being a pro, I like to have my guideline when I'm doing my wings, because remember, we are playing with black, no joke. To remove the black from your skin is a little difficult, not impossible. See here, when I came here, I feel little dryness, so I'm going to take the product. By the way, guys, this is one of my favorite look. My all client, my co-worker, everybody knows that this is my happy color. This eyeshadow combination is one of my favorite. Okay, I see one mistake here. The reason, if I don't mention sometime to you guys or any other person, they don't say, oh no, Shahida, that's fine. We don't see it, but you know, when I see it, I correct it. And I see that I'm missing a little bit of color here. That was the color, my transaction color. It happens, nobody's perfect. So if you see like that, so you take a little brush and you don't want to show your skin. You kind of want to see the eyeliner coming out from that color, right? Then it's a drama. So just a little bit of here and there. Okay, cool. Now we did a little bit of mascara, we did the eyeliner. Now about the kajal, like kohl pencil. So kohl pencil, you can use just like a kohl pencil, or you can use any kind of pointed pencil, but again, it's the preference. I like my Inglot gel eyeliner and I use it as my kohl pencil, because for some reason when I use this one, it doesn't give me tear. and I do it very thick, and I'm kind of brush it on the top of my eyes a little bit, so that when I close my eyes it doesn't take the color away from my bottom part. Does it make sense? Makes sense, right? Okay, cool. So again, I'm gonna stretch the skin, especially when you are doing a client. Definitely stretch the skin as far as you can, and then oops, this is the most difficult thing I think in makeup industry, because your eyes tears. Okay, now we are gonna take the same thing. Anyway, sorry, forgot to tell you guys, I'm using an angle brush from MAC, and I'm gonna do the lower line with that now. Go as close as possible to the lashes, and you don't have to do this one very perfect, because at this point you are just putting the black, and then on top of the black, on top of the black we are going to use another color. I'll show you, so that it will blend in, so it won't look like, you don't have to really go crazy with the finishing here. But make sure under any circumstances your skin color should not show here, it should be covered. I see a little bit of skin, I put more product, but I did a poo-poo here, so I'm gonna take the pointy q-tips and do not drag it this way, so go out like this on the upper way, so that whatever mistake you did, it covers up. So I have a little bit of problem here. I will fix it later on, but let me continue doing it. With the same brush, I'll be using the same brush for the other color. So I will be taking the Canberry color again in the brush, and just a little bit. Sometimes when you are applying these colors or shadows, it touches your lower lashes. That's okay. At the end of the application, you can always brush it or reapply your mascara. See a little bit of clumps, so what I do, I take my eyeshadow eyebrow pencil, the Anastasia Beverly Brow pencil. The brush is very firm at the end of the pencil, so I'll be taking that, and see, so nicely comes out all the clumps. Okay, perfect. So now we are gonna show you how to remove these things and how to go a little bit more crazy with your bronzer and contouring. So I'm using the this one, the brush from MAC for contouring, and using my favorite NYX contouring palette. Taking this one, mixing with this one, just a little bit, not too much because already we have underneath the color. Just a little bit overpower it. And I will be using this brush. This is also from MAC, just to brush my nose contouring. This one I'm using just on the top of my nose, a little bit here, and I will be highlighting. Blushon, by the way, I use the NARS Orgasm, so a little bit on the cheeks, and I'm using the brush, this one, blending here. The highlighter I'm using Oh Darling, this is a limited edition from MAC, beautiful color. So this one I hardly use any brush when I do my bronzer. I find it very easy to put it in the finger. I think the result comes better with the finger. This one I prefer to use my finger, but you can always use a brush. If you're using a brush, you will be using brush like this. The bristle should be very soft so that when you take the color, brush doesn't eat all the fun of this product. So, and then to just balance it, I prefer to have this one the same color on my nose. A little bit of my keyboard. I will be doing the lashes later on, but first I'm going to do the lip pencil. I'm using two mixed. I'll be using Cream or Spice, this one from MAC. Has to break now. I don't fill all the way my lips because my lips are very poofy. I don't feel comfortable. The top one I do, as you guys can see, but I keep one line lower. Not see these lines. I mean, I'm not comfortable to do that, but at this point I'm mixing out with chestnut. The pencil, and then the lipstick I'm gonna use. This is such a beautiful container. This is Please Me. Where's my lip brush, man? I got it. I prefer to take it in a brush. It's a beautiful color. Another trick, when you take the lipstick, put this finger of here so that when you give the pressure, the lipstick doesn't break. So this finger is helping to take the product, and I use like this so that the brush is smooth. I'm going to use the lip gloss also. That will be Saint Germain, this one. I don't want to put the brush inside because this is a different color. I don't want to destroy the color, so I use it on my finger and then use the brush. Okay, so guys, now I'm going to put eyelashes off the camera and come back to you guys again. Hi guys, I just put the lashes behind the camera, but I don't know, sometimes if the glue goes to your eyes by accidentally, it gets red. So you can see this eye is normal, this eye is a little red, excuse me. And I told you guys about this, my favorite product, this eyebrow clear gel for eyebrows. So this is, I promise that I'll show you guys at the end of the makeup. I'm gonna do this eyebrow and go closer to the camera so that you guys can see the difference of this and this eyebrows. Okay, so this actually makes your hair straight, absolutely straight, and stays where you want them to. And then behind the camera I did this one, the glitter gel. This one is from Urban Decay, and it's very easy to apply. If you, I mean, you don't have to do it, but if you like to have a little more glam, you just don't stretch again, just dab dab dab, and don't go inside your crease, just a little bit kick up. I could do the Firozi or blue glitter also, but I'm just trying to coordinate. I'm a gold person, a lot of gold things going on here, so just to do that. Otherwise I had a plan to do this one. It's a blue color eye candy. Their glitter is bomb. So this is pretty much my, I put the roller because I have very thin fragile hair to get a little volume, but one of those days I will show you guys how to create updos and how to deal. If you have a good hair, it's easy to do, but when you have less hair, how to create that volume and more texture. So this is it. I hope you guys like it, and subscribe me please, and thumbs up. Hope to see you soon. Bye now. That's it.